Electromagnetic railguns represent one of the most ambitious leaps in modern naval and long-range firepower, turning decades of physics research into a potentially game-changing weapon system that uses electricity instead of chemical propellants to accelerate projectiles to hypersonic speeds. Imagine a rifle scaled up to ship deck proportions, two parallel conductive rails, a conductive projectile bridging them, and an enormous pulse of current that creates a magnetic field strong enough to sling that projectile downrange at several kilometers per second, speeds that dramatically increase range, penetration, and time to target while removing explosive propellant from the equation. Advocates argue railguns could reshape naval combat by offering precision, low cost per shot, and a magazine depth limited by power and barrel wear rather than by stored explosives, enabling ships to engage targets at greater distances with kinetic energy that can defeat modern armor and hardened structures. But the path from laboratory demonstrator to operational weapon is strewn with hard engineering problems, generating and storing megajoules of energy in shipboard systems, delivering that energy as ultra-fast pulses without frying power electronics, and solving the materials challenge of rails and armatures that must survive extreme currents, temperatures, and mechanical stresses. Barrel erosion and rail wear, caused by arcing and plasma formation, remain central hurdles, as does the need for reliable cooling and automated maintenance to keep a railgun combat ready. Integrating a railgun requires rethinking ship power architecture, since conventional ships were never designed to feed multi-megawatt bursts into a weapon. Modern proposals therefore pair railguns with hybrid electric plants, advanced capacitors or pulsed power systems, and energy management software that balance propulsion, sensors, and weapons. Proponents point to logistical advantages. Kinetic rounds are simpler to store and transport than explosives, and theoretical cost per shot could be far lower than guided missiles, making railguns attractive for area denial, anti-ship fire, and long-range strike. Critics counter that many advantages remain theoretical. Testing has exposed limits such as lower than expected barrel lifetimes, targeting challenges at extreme ranges, and complexity in integrating hypersonic projectiles with guidance and survivability against electronic warfare. There are strategic questions too. Hypersonic kinetic strikes raise concerns about escalation and attribution because of their speed and reach, and deployment could change adversary doctrines in unpredictable ways. Despite challenges, research programs and defense contractors continue development, iterating on pulsed power, materials science, and projectile design. Experimental firings have increased energy, velocity, and repeat rate, and parallel investments in hypersonic guidance and sensor fusion aim revolutionary reach.